That's the reason why there's so many divorces. Because people are looking or dealing with it on a contractual basis.
Mm.
If I get this, then I will do this.
Yeah,
So and that
I
that causes
agree
that
with
causes issues with it. So
Okay, so we all agree that it would still be relevant to some
yes,
degree. Okay.
yes.
So, what are some benefits of okay, no. Should marriage be viewed as a partnership or an acquisition? So, a partnership is more so two companies, two lives merging together to build, right? And acquisition is one party pretty much kind of taking over, the identity of the other is kind of lost. So, from your perspective, should it be viewed as a partnership or an acquisition? Don't all speak at once.
Partnership. I say partnership, even though, like I said, I've never been married. I mean, when two people come together, I feel like when you're coming together, you're working together to make it work. I mean, I don't know if this goes hand in hand, but I come from a married household. My father and my mother were married, and I don't know. My mother was more of the stay-at-home mother, and my father was the breadwinner. So he brought in all the money, and he made sure everything was taken care of. But there was a time too when my mother, she did start to work, and she kind of contributed to the household as well. But they worked both together to make the household work. So in my eyes, I looked at it as a partnership, and they just came together to make things work for the household. I mean, I don't know if you looking at me like that. Does that
No, I
make
agree.
sense? I mean, that's just my idea.
I'm
I want a
sleepy on
partnership
baby, don't
marriage. That's what I want. I'm willing to contribute to whatever I have to do to make my marriage work with whoever it's gonna be, and I just pray to whoever my man and my husband is, he's gonna be much like my father. I mean, the man that is gonna hold the household down, but I'm willing to come where I need to come in and make it work. You know what I mean? To keep our household where it needs to be. Does that make sense?
Tori?
Um, I like the idea of partnership, because you got two families bringing them all together. That's what everybody wants in a family, because they say it takes a village to raise a child,
Mm-hmm.
and you got both families coming together to build up. I mean, you can't lose if the whole team is on board. And then what was it? Yeah, partnership.
Versus an acquisition. Okay.
Oh, that's the acquisition.
I said it should be viewed as a partnership or acquisition.
Partnership.
Okay.
Yes.
TJ?
Oh, it's definitely a partnership. But the partnership does not mean you equally have to do what I do.
Okay.
You know.
What does it mean?
Uh, it means that I will do what is necessary to uphold everything that has to deal with our relationship. Everything. I will do whatever it takes to make sure that we don't fail, and you should be doing the same thing. Even if your thing is, if I'm the guy, and I am that type of guy, I pay the bills, I take care of this, I take care of that. Your end of the deal is, can I have some peace when I walk in the house? And I would like for the house to be clean. I would like for something to eat sometimes.
That's if she's a stay-home mom.
No.
That's all
No,
I'm not
no,
asking. Let's
no,
clarify.
no,
So
no,
you want her
no.
to still do all this if she's out
Yes.
cooking? I mean, if she's out working just like you.
Yes.
When you come home, you want peace.
Did
you want the
did-
house
did
cooked.
you-
I mean, the
who-
house
who-
clean, and you want cooked.
Did you?
meal.
Because I submitted everything that I have,
And she
everything that I own. I take care of everything in the house. If you want to work, I would like for you to have something to do.
That's what I say. If she's
Yeah.
a stay-at-home mom, this
No,
is what
no,
you're
you can.
expecting
No,
of
I
her.
want that woman to get out and go do something too.
But you
Okay,
still
but-
expecting to come home to a house clean and a cooked meal.
Did I?
That
I
ain't
didn't
part
say I wouldn't help.
Okay.
Didn't say that.
Let's clarify that.
I'm
I'm
Let's
just
clarify what you
saying.
mean.
Let's
I'm just
clarify
saying
that.
my
That's
trade-off.
what I'm saying.
Right, the way you
Partnership.
said
My
it,
trade-off for doing less.
the way you were saying it was as if, regardless, you want her to make sure that part of it is done. And,
Yeah, I
and
want
you
her to
gonna come
manage
home.
that.
So you're gonna contribute to making sure that all of that is done as well. Because honestly,
Yeah,
she's
no,
gonna be
you know
just
what?
as tired
Yeah,
as you,
yeah,
baby.
no, I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
it.
okay.
But anytime. But here's the other side of me. See, this is some people get it all.
So then you gotta define
get the
50-50
get the hairs on the back of their
partnership,
neck.
80-20.
Get the hairs on the back of their neck. Here's the thing about me. When there's snow on your car, you don't go outside. You don't scrape nothing.
That's okay.
When the ground's got ice on it, it's been salted and taken care of. If your car tweaks, rattles, jiggles, wiggles, and you say, I heard a noise, baby, take the other car. I'll take care of it. You see what I'm saying? If the toilet ain't
Y'all
working,
say all of that.
no, but I'm just
Ooh,
letting
but
you
this,
know.
This really happened in the household.
No,
it
That's
does.
what
I mean,
want to
this-
know.
this-
Y'all be saying
usually.
how.
No, this really happened.
Okay.
I just did it
Okay.
for the wrong person.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
fair.
So this really happened. So that's the reason why I can say for myself, I would like for these things to be done, even if you got a job. Didn't say I wouldn't help. Didn't say I'm not going to help maintain. You're not my slave. You're my wife and my partner.
Okay.
But for that type of treatment, your check is your check for the most part. But please save some money for a rainy day. You know what I'm saying? But you see, the thing is, idle minds, idle hands do silly things. Okay, so then therefore, I would like for you. I don't care if you go volunteer at the nursing home. Well, have yourself something to do for your own self love. I just want. What's wrong with that?
Your whole speech.
Yeah,
What's wrong
yeah,
with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with
They
that?
missed the whole point.
Pretty
But-
much
but he
working
didn't
for your
say
own
that
free
he-
check, though, right?
Huh?
That means they pretty much working for their own free check.
Yeah.
Like you paying all the bills with your check.
Yeah.
They check is theirs.
Is there?
Unless y'all want to
Well,
do
see,
something together.
Hey, you
That's-
taking applications, TJ?
When it comes, I think it's just really important prior to going into a marriage, whatever your pre-counseling look like, you just agree to what you agree to. Because for me, it needs to be a partnership. Because I'm not about to be acquired by anybody. I don't even like the
Right.
language, and I'm not about to acquire anybody. Because I can't do a lazy man. I can't do a man who
Right.
who needs. That's just for me, though. No offense to people who.
But in other countries, though, that's how they see it as
Yeah.
an acquisition of I'm going to acquire this wife and she
Mm-hmm.
gonna stay home, cook, clean, and bear all my kids,
Mm.
and I'm gonna tell her what to do,
No.
and she gonna do it.
And
So that's why I had to make that definition. I mean, that clarification of do you see it as a partnership? Because in partnerships, it is both people putting their resources, bringing their resources together to make this overall marriage a profitable marriage for both sides. Now you got to get into, is it a 50-50 partnership? Could you just say, or is it an 80-20? You said, I'll do less because she going to do more. So is it an 80-20 partnership? Is a 60-40? What type of partnership? You're going to have to define that.
It's still 100. What it sounds.
No. You said.
No, let me say
You
this.
said you going to do
But
less.
but I also said there's many things she will never have to do.
Okay.
Mhm. There's gonna be some ebbs and flows in
Yeah.
that. Being married 18 years, there's gonna be moments where one of us may have to carry more in one area than the other, and vice versa. That's part of a partnership.
Right.
A love relationship. When you love somebody, we talked about unconditional love. That's the unconditional part. When stuff goes south, I still got your back. When it was a time where I was out of work for a moment, my wife held it down. There was times where it was vice versa, and we still, it ain't no looking at, you shouldn't look at it as, okay, well, I'm doing more. That means I get to demand more stuff because of that.
And some people view
It
that way,
happens.
No.
It does. And in all transparency, in 18 years, we have disagreements sometimes, and those conversations have come up where she may have felt like that, and vice versa. And then we come together and we figure that out and try to work that out. But to answer the question, it should be a partnership, ideally, and it should be an unconditional partnership.
And so what does partnership mean to you, Rick?
It's like my man said earlier, when you say a couple, that's a coming together of two things to make a one. So it's not an acquisition where I'm acquiring you. Now I'm up here and you down here, and you do everything I want you to do.
It's give and take, right?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah.
Right.
It's got
Where
to
you're
be.
weak, I'm strong. Where you're strong. You know what
It's
I mean?
supposed to be.
It's supposed to be
But
like that.
then
I'm weak with cleaning. and
Supposed to be.
cooking.
the
I'm
human
weak with-
side
Yeah.
is the thing.
Now, my husband was weak with cooking and cleaning when we met, but he got it together. So I believe in you.
You got
Yeah.
it together.
I also-
well, change that flat tire, baby.
And I learned how to change
make
the flat
make that car
tire. We
payment.
need to learn how to
I
flat
can call
change the flat
AAA
tire.
though, so I'm okay.
That's cool, but you shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't have to.
And that's what he was
But it
getting
ain't nothing
at.
wrong
Yeah.
with us learning how to,
Absolutely.
because
Right.
if we
I'm gonna
ever
teach
in
you
a
everything that I
situation-
know.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. You should, because if I'm ever in a situation where I need to change my flat tire, I
Right.
need to know how to do it.
Absolutely.
As long
So I
as-
want somebody to teach me how to change a flat tire.
As long as I got breath and I got strength, she should never have to do it or cut grass
Right.
or some of that other fix a toilet,
Right.
put up a backsplash in the kitchen,
None
all
of
that
it.
kind of stuff, because that's what I'm supposed to do for her, just out of love.
Mhm.
It's great to know how to do it. If you want to help me, come on.
It's just sad
I ain't
a
gonna
lot of-
stop you.
A lot of men aren't doing that no
No,
more, and
it's
I
not.
feel like that's because there's a lot of a lack of example of what it
True.
is to
That's a
be.
whole nother.
I
That's
must,
a whole
I must be
podcast.
lucky because I don't know those men. My husband's friends are not like that. Our college friends aren't like that.
Mhm.
But I guess I gotta count myself blessed.
How old
What-
are you? Yeah.
31.
Okay, yeah, you so young.
Yeah. So maybe it's different, but I would say when it comes to partnerships, I do think roles and responsibilities are really important. And what just works for me and my husband is like he needs to be respected. So that's my main role, is not disrespecting him, because that just really
Yes, absolutely.
throws things off, and
Yeah.
not to step out of
Completely.
line and
Absolutely.
to just make. But that works for us. Like
That works for
and make sure-
everybody. Just
Yeah.
Well,
everybody
in my
don't do that.
yeah, I think it would. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you say
That's real.
respected,
That's
though,
real.
because that opens up a whole. Some people
Can
have
of
unrealistic expectations of what that means. Respected. You know,
Mhm.
if you just look at him wrong, then you disrespecting him, or
No.
you say,
Mm.
"Girl, why you in?" No, so you got to define with that, because I ain't gonna be no whatever you like. Yes, massa, whatever you like, and that's what.
It's chess and not checkers. You can still do and say whatever you want, but there's a way of saying what you want to say. You know,
Yes.
unfortunately, there's a lot of incessant disrespect from black women to black men, and the men.
And vice versa.
I was trying to. That was,
Okay, don't hold on that one.
and the men aren't loving them properly.
I
Okay.
agree.
So, but you heard what I said. The women are disrespecting the men,
I heard
and
you.
the men aren't loving them properly.
And you can reverse that and say the men are disrespecting
no,
the women.
No.
and
I'm
the
gonna
women
stay
are
right
loving
there.
them properly.
I'm gonna stay.
But I'm saying I'm gonna give you that.
Let-
I'm gonna add that to the Kool-Aid
See,
mix.
you done messed up. You done messed up the
No,
Kool-Aid.
no,
The
it's the
flavors is
truth.
off. You got too much Kool-Aid,
It's
not
the
enough
truth.
sugar.
It's the truth, though.
Mm-mm.
It's the truth. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next question real quick. Some cultures believe in having multiple wives. This goes to your question. Yeah. Do you think the American culture should adopt this practice? When you look at other countries, like in Africa, they have multiple wives. There's significance behind that. Men, what do you guys? I'll start with y'all. What do y'all think? Should we adopt the multiple
start with
wives? Yeah, go ahead.
Hell no.
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 Okay.
No. It sound cool.
No.
It sound
right?
cool in the fan, but one is enough. And going back to my original thing, what the original intent and purpose was, he didn't pull 3 or 4 ribs out of my man, right? Real talk. He pulled one. He made one partner. And I just know from experience with previous relationships, I'm pretty sure all of us can probably speak to this. My man, my frat back here too. When you have previous relationships with people, and then you go into another relationship with somebody, a new one, you bring in some baggage from that old one. Men and women alike. More so women and men, because you all are
What?
receivers.
How you gonna say
Let me
that?
finish.
No,
Let me.
I
Let me.
totally
Can I?
disagree.
Can I finish?
Go ahead and finish this.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish.
We're going to hear about it.
Let
Go
me
ahead.
finish. Let me finish. Because women are receivers. We're givers. When you see how dudes, people always complain about dudes can bounce around from woman to woman, but when it's on the other side, women call hoes and all that
But
kind
let
of
me
stuff.
say why we're not. Because women are more likely to deal with their issues and their trauma. Men are not.
That is
So
not
y'all-
true.
That is true. You look at how many women go to therapy versus how many men go to therapy.
That was my
So
next thing.
We get our
And a lot of
together,
times,
whereas y'all don't.
therapy is sometimes taboo in the black community
I know.
too. So a lot of black
So I'm
women.
just saying to
Now
your
that
statement of
yeah.
we bring more baggage.
Let me
9 times
let
out
me
of
get
10, no,
to
we
it.
don't.
Yeah, maybe y'all going to get some talking for it, some therapy now, but historically that ain't always been the case, and women generally would hold on to more stuff. That's just been my experience. I can only speak for me.
And then bring it into the next.
And whereas with men, we tend to release and let go of stuff faster.
So where are you going with this? Going back around one woman and
It's a
multiple
headache
wives?
because the more people you introduce into something, the more mess and more convoluted it all gets.
Okay.
And it's just gonna turn into a big old glob of foolishness.
Okay.
Stick-
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Do you feel like Americans should adopt the practice of having multiple wives?
I'm on the fence,
Okay.
honestly.
And yeah, tell me why. Tell me why you're on the fence.
Okay, see, I look at it this way. Let me see. relationships work different for different people.
Correct.
Sometimes